Sunday kicked off with plenty of points. Parramatta 32 and perhaps a rub of the green or two beat the Titans 28.
No.
What does stats say?
Sorry, Fud. 32 to 28. 5 tries apiece. 3 out of 5 conversions for Parramatta. 4 out of 5 for the Titans. 3 out of 3 penalty goals in the second half to Parramatta. Let's get home in this one. 77% completion, played 67%. 28 out of 36 sets. 21 out of 31 for the Titans. 110 plus post-contact metres for Parramatta. 4 line breaks to 5. 31 tackle busts to 33. 10 offloads to 3. 3 forced dropouts by Parramatta and a 40-20. 265 tackles, played 294. Dylan Brown missed 5 tackles, made 18. Gutho missed 3 and made 3. And Herbert missed 4 and made 8. And there was like 3 different Titans players that all missed 4 tackles as well. So,
Can I guess?
yeah, Kelly, Sexton, Sammy.
Never made one.
Supercoach
Sammy.
points? Did you mention them?
Supercoach points. Moses and Sammy on 89 points. Kelly with 88. And I've missed someone there. Oh, no. The top 2 were Moses and Sammy with 89 and Kelly with 88.
All right, Gumps at the top of the long run. What do you got to say?
If the Titans learn to tackle, they'll make the 8, like I said.
They'll win the comp.
Unbelievable.
The defence, in the second half, they defended all right. Like, the Parramatta didn't score a try in the second half. They defended really well. They've got points in them. I wrapped David Fafita last week, and I said he was going to have a big year. Fafita's still got to go and look for the ball a bit.
He had a big 10 minutes.
But
Sounds
the game plan A has got to be early ball to Fafita. Every
Absolutely.
time he got early ball, you cannot stop him one-on-one. They've got to have him one-on-one against defenders, and he's unstoppable.
Well, I said it last year. I'd be picking games where they think they're going to get a game and just win, and telling David Fafita, you're going in the middle for 60 minutes and you're going to work your ass off and you're going to fucking learn how to fucking do this work.
Like, they've got...
'Cause you need to
that's
do
what
it.
I mean, that he's got it, like, they've got points in him. Brimson comes back this week, like they played without him. They've got to get rid of Patrick Herbert.
Yeah.
He cannot play.
After last year, they
He
had to get rid of him.
cannot play. They've put...
What about the All-Stars, but
Like Mars,
He's a superstar.
Mars U was in because Corey Thompson was out, and he was average. He's lazy.
He was average.
So that's
He
why
is
he's not.
lazy.
That's why he's not in the side.
Yeah.
The first 2 tries, there was no effort from him to stop him. So that's why he's not in the starting 17. But they've got to look at centre for Herbert. Like missed tackles, missed 4, made 8. So he's he's missed 4 out of 12. So
And in that position,
33% of his tackles
Tries.
attempted he's missed.
Yeah.
In terms of that, he wasn't alone for the Titans, but
Corey Thompson do a better job there than he would.
He's just riddled with errors in his game. Like, it's shit or diamonds with him, but it's more shit.
It is
Like, that's the
It's
problem.
mostly shit.
Like, and I'm going to go to the bunker again.
Yeah.
The Parramatta had 3 captain's challenges. 2 of them were dead set wrong.
Yeah.
When the bloke played the ball, the Parramatta bloke can't put the ball on the Gold Coast bloke's foot.
Yes.
It's his onus to play the ball properly.
And
the
but
Gold
that
Coast
happens-
Titans bloke didn't move his foot,
trying
didn't
to
kick at
stand
the
up.
ball. He was getting out of the ruck. So if you want to play the ball that fast like it's Oztag, then you've got to play it properly.
And last year that was called a loose carry 10 times out of 10.
So
Anytime you put it on
and
the
the one
opposition forward,
before,
that
I forgot the circumstances, but I was there blowing up again, ready to throw salsa at the TV because it's just they've got one job.
Yeah.
Like any one of us 4 here could sit in that bunker and get it right.
Yeah.
So what is going on in there? Are they drinking a slab or smoking something in there? Because what they're seeing is not what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And it's not in any rugby league law book that I've read.
Yeah.
It's just...
Isn't that the biggest frustration ultimately, is that anyone in this pub can watch the game and have the same decision.
Anyone that watches more than 2 games a weekend could sit there and go, "Nah, that's bull.
Yeah.
Just get up, play
Except
the
for
ball,
the one
move
bloke.
on. You're an
Except for
idiot."
one bloke in a
Well,
bunker.
yeah.
How is that possible?
Oh, well, I don't know, but
yeah.
you know what? I think that they're trying to make the game too fast. They're manufacturing game that's too fast. As rugby league fans, as a rugby league fan, I don't want to see it that fast. If I don't want to watch OzTag on TV, I want to see collisions. If the play the ball is a second slower, then I'm happy with it to be a second slower, to get it neat in there and to slow it down a little bit to do that. I just don't like the Penrith Manly game at the start was like touch. As you said, it was like a game of touch. It was that quick. Like, it's good to watch.
It's good collision.
But there's no way that can be sustained for 80 minutes.
Yeah.
That speed. So then you're getting inconsistencies.
Yeah.
In how long players are allowed to lay on players. The set restarts are a nightmare in terms of consistency for set restarts and all of that kind of stuff. But, look, I don't want to... This is the last week I want to go on about it because, no, it is, because I'm just going to turn around and say I'm going to expect it to be rubbish.
Yeah.
And so if it's better, I'm pleasantly surprised. And if it's not, then I'm just going to take it for what it is and move forward.
And we do generally make a point once we get into the year that we just we don't bag referees or try not to.
Well, and
unless it costs the game, which you can argue they did.
But it's more the bunker that I've got the problem with at the moment. The refs can't see everything. They're relying on some help.
Yeah.
They slow it down so far, because they go, he was dragging his foot back across the ruck. No, he was trying to stand up, but it's that slow. It looks like his foot's
that's right.
gone towards the ball.
It's got to be done in normal speed.
Yeah. We talk about you've talked well about the edges at the Titans, but the Power edges aren't any better. For some reason, anyone that puts on a winger jersey for Parramatta, doesn't matter what the name is, has to rush off their wing.
Defending its second row.
It's just, I don't know, bred into them. And
Jaden Ockenbaugh should be playing there then.
They got Wonga Blake this week, so they'll be fine.
Wonga Blake on there, so at least he doesn't have to pass, so that's one problem solved for him.
Can't pass.
The sideline won't get much ball, so...
He thinks his name's Steeden. His name's on the ball.
Yeah. So, look, defensive concerns. They look crisp in attack at times. They didn't at times. Moses had some nice touches.
Did.
Gutho had some nice touches, actually, too, but neither really massively took control.
I thought Gutho was underwhelming, to be honest.
He threw one good ball, actually, let's be honest. And Dylan Brown... I can't recall seeing him, to be honest. I know he spent a lot of time in the centres, but he didn't do anything. He doesn't really look for the ball, whether that's a Moses thing, whether that just is what it is, I don't know. Marnie's service was good as always.
Yeah, he was good.
And the only other 2 points I'll make, because you'll elaborate on a lot of the rest we'll talk about. Sean Lane's going to get a lot of good ball in that team, and he'll score a lot of tries. He might be one for super coaches in that general area. I know you're a big fan, Cal.
You've lost your head.
But he'll score a try every week in that team. Most
Good
weeks.
on him. I still never get him.
I just have a concern that Preston Campbell, Jaden's going to get smashed out a lot of games. He looked a bit at sea at times there.
They can't have him running the ball back.
No.
His wingers need to come in.
But even in attack, how many times did he just run up and get the line and go, and stop and stood and just looked at everyone? And he's going to get belted out of some games. I'm more worried about him than, say, Reece Walsh, who seems to handle it a bit better. But we'll see. Yeah, there's only 6 games in. What do you think, Bar?
Oh, well, as you both mentioned, the defence was dramatically exposed, especially for the Titans early and through the middle. Parramatta just seemed to make metres at will through the middle of the Titans pack early in this game. And then scored, 12 points in 8 minutes or something to well and truly be in front. The Titans' middle seemed to wake up a little bit. I don't know what got into them, but they did actually start putting a bit of pressure back through the middle for Parramatta. They were defending better. They were running the ball a lot stronger. I thought Tino had a very strong game, actually, in the middle. And our man Mo, when he did finally get some time on the field, he's a super strong front rower. He's one of the better ones going around, to be honest. Bit of luck for Parramatta. With bounce of the ball early, everything just seemed to sort of turn up Parramatta's way. Whenever the ball hit the ground, it seemed to bounce back to Parramatta. Russell looked like a decent finisher. Obviously now we're going to miss him for half the season, but with the punctured lung and some broken ribs, which we obviously mentioned earlier at the start of the show. Not a big fan of that sliding in with the knees, but unless they completely stop or jump over the bloke, I don't know what you do in that situation. The game ended up going end to end for about
Slide in seal style with your head.
The game went end to end there for a good 50, 60 minutes. Like, it was just backwards and forwards. Defence was definitely not an issue. It was, as Gumpy said, it was a game of touch footy for the majority of this game. The second half just sort of petered out. I don't know what happened in the second half. It was just sort of pass the ball once, twice, and run straight at the bloke in front of you.
Well, the Titans got back into the game when Paulo and RCG went off.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's when they went off the field that's when the Titans caught fire. Then as soon as RCG especially came back on the field, Parramatta sort of got back onto even ground.
Yeah.
But I think, again, like we said with the Warriors, I wouldn't say the Parramatta bench has got nothing, but
Didn't put up a lot
they
in this
lost
game.
some impact when they went off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Both teams need to work on their defence on that right-hand edge. They got exposed pretty badly.
Well, all 10 tries were down
Right
That
edges.
edge.
that edge
Yeah.
for both teams.
Yep.
It's mental. 3-2-1s. Yeah, what do we do here, actually?
RCG was the best player on the field, I thought.
Yeah, I'm happy to go with that.
Like,
Yeah.
the impact that he had.
Yeah, okay.
And, look, in my view, and I would probably say that you'd have to throw Mitch Moses in. I thought he had some really good touches, and the kicking game was quite good.
Yep.
And
Probably Russell because of the hat trick. But I mean,
or I thought Tino was really good.
yeah, I did think
For the
Tino was
Titans,
good.
I thought he was really good and
Lane and Papa Lee as well
Lane
probably
was-
deserve a mention. but
played really well as also.
Yeah. And Mo, well, honorary mention to Mo. He was good, but I do that every week.
Just not enough game time for Mo
I
to
don't-
figure in the points, Daggy.
I don't know why he's not starting playing 30 and then playing the back 30 as well. I don't
I don't
get
know.
it.
I don't know.
Who'll give one to then? Let me see. Barney?
What did we have? We had RCG, Moses. I'd probably go with Lane or Papa
I'm happy
Lee.
with Lane. 5
but-
tackle busts, a try.
Yeah.
A try assist.